You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
German sits with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Matt sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Alas, mud fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see, it's about what fun could be. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann.
Why is Jabba? Wait. Why is am I okay? Good. Why is Jabba LOL in the chat? You mods in the chat, you know the deal. There is no LOL in the chat. There's no raffling in the chat, especially raffling. I made that clear before. No raffling in the chat. Okay, so no LOLing and no raffling. There's Jabba already LOLing. Get him out of here, mods. Ban him right now. There's no LOLing in the chat. It's forbidden. And I see what you're all in Prime. I got you. Give me a minute. Jabba just derailed the whole thing. He derailed the whole thing. I'm out. Goodbye. You people in the chat. I see what you wrote, Timothy. I see what you wrote there. Let me hear it, Timothy. Get a lotion, go to your parents' room, and finish the job. Don't. What? Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta. Sorry, I had distractions from all ends, so hold on. Let me do this right. So, since the chosen people in my Discord did not follow the rules, there, I kicked them. I kicked Prime. Okay, so I have my producer El Cid in the. How you doing, my friend El Cid? How you doing? Inactive, healthy, inactive. Mic check. Do a mic check. Do a mic check. Hmm. Wait. All right. Do it one more time.
Naggers.
There we go. Okay, good. All right. So we got the desktop audio working. I'm just reacting to the chat. So okay, there's a Kissy is saying I misspelled Tim's name. Damn you, YouTube. Bring back the real names. No, 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 no. You know what? Just for that, no. No. One of the only things I approve of YouTube doing. Just for that, I hope YouTube continues to mess up your names, all you people. Why did I pick a 25-minute long French song? Well, believe it or not, that version of that song, I found it on YouTube, and it was a still shot of some anime chick. She was just there, like maybe moving her lips a little bit. And I said, you know what? I'll take that song. I'll animate Pumpkin War Patch doing a little, back and forth, um, uh, jiggle whatever, and I'll use that as an intro. Since some of y'all don't like AI, I figured let me just do a traditional animated intro. And of course, you people are so finicky and so nitpicky. Because why? Because God forbid a color gets to do something creative. You people just can't accept colors succeeding. All use. This past week was MLK Day. Shame on you.
Back at the bus day?
40 Horse Day.
Damn.
No. Yes. Anyway, let me say hi to the people in the chat that are nice to me. Like Desert Nomad. Hail, he says, hail the chat. Hail to you, Desert Nomad. Monomachus is there. Monomachus, no, listen. I just scolded Jabba Monomachus for violating the term of service for the chat. Don't you do it now. Don't LOL the chat, please. Don't do it. Guys, no LOLing and no ruffling. I only want engagement in the chat from today's topic. No LOLing, no ruffling. Okay? I know you people don't ruffle in real life. Maybe Prime does, but not all use. No ruffling.
Laugh out loud. There you go.
Anyway. Did I say hi to everybody in the chat? I saw some names in there I didn't say hi to. Let me see.
Carol's Kissy.
No, colors,
Timothy
colors and
Olsen,
Kissafist, I don't say hi to. Well, colors definitely not.
Desert Nomad.
I said hi to Desert Nomad.
Tyler.
I said hi to Desert Nomad.
Bear BC 42.
Do you hear me,
Vinzinger.
Primathor? Do you hear me?
I'm reading the people off who are in your chat. Don't be rude.
I'm not being rude. I'm just telling you if you read me. What do you mean to me?
We're supposed to be talking about Dilbert, one of my favorite childhood grown-up characters I used to read in the newspaper and see the TV show. What are you talking about?
So you're the perfect guy to talk about that with Dilbert.
Of course.
Let me ask you a question about Dilbert. So what drew you to the character?
Same thing that drew me to King of the Hill. It basically put the same things that grown-ups dealt with at an adult life, and they tried to make something comical from it because that's all they could do. Same. It's kind of like Dilbert is basically a comic series it's like Office Space in a way. You're basically taking the things that are just like boring and maniacal on a day-to-day thing, and you're just trying to figure out how to live on it, in a funny way to just make your day.
So you basically worded it in a way that I think that kind of it's kind of like not an inversion, but you basically said what I was thinking when I picked Dilbert and Scott Adams.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of Peanuts and Garfield and their universal appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, Dilbert, just like King of the Hill, basically took things that were normal and they twisted them into a way that you could relate to by finding shit funny.
I think so too.
Now, to most 7-year-olds, they wouldn't understand those type of things, but I kind of did at an early age. That's why I used to watch King of the Hill and watch Dilbert and
And that
was attracted to the certain things that happened.
We got Wiggle Superfan in the chat. That's William F. He says, "Happy belated unbirthday." I wish it was his own birthday, William Wiggle Superfan. I really wish it was, but I don't control fate in life. Oh, Gee's in the chat. Gee says the D word trying to grift and get right wing super chats off Stunt Adams. I've had a super chat in a minute, Gee. So you'd be happy to know I've not had a single super chat. So X to you, X to you. Christopher says, "I'm working on a workplace comic on a workplace comic strip. It's about a lasmat working at Staples. It's called Bill Hall. You know what? Screw you. Screw you, Kisser. Screw you. I'm so tired of Kissibus. Why did the D wait? Colors is that was Gee. Why did the D word say Dillard and not Dilbert? I said Dilbert. I said Dilbert. Maybe I said it fast and it came across like Dilbert, but no, I said Dilbert. I did say Dilbert. Massive Panda says the Dilbert animated series was on Tubi at some point, not too long ago. Hopefully, it still is. I'm sure you can find it online. I mean, if Tubi's not carrying it, you can find me. You can just do a little trip to the high seas and find it for sure. Especially now, like that people are rediscovering Dilbert in light of Scott Adams' tragic passing. And F cancer. I don't know what's worse, F cancer or F the treatments for cancer. So yes, I'm looking at my
That is-
notifications, and before we go on Dilbert, let me ask you guys a question. So, Masters of the Universe, the trailer hit today, or the teaser trailer, and
Uh-huh.
for the most part, I cautiously optimistic.
Oh, you didn't see the desk, did you?
Okay, so people are talking about that the desk plate with the he him, and I'm telling you, I think that's going to be a joke in the movie. A lot of people are saying the same thing. I think it's going to be a joke where that leads to him being named He Man. Because if you notice,
I
he's got that female girl boss ordering him around in the corporate office
Yeah,
and
but
everything.
he's working in an HR department for
Right,
one. That's the reason why he's got the pronouns. Two,
right,
he's got a black boss who's shaved head
yeah,
and a feminist.
yeah,
And then he goes into a comic book shop ran by a feminist to tell him not to touch the sword.
right. I think all that's going to lead up to him reclaiming some form of masculinity. I really think all that is going to be a referendum for what he's going to be fighting up against. So that's why I'm cautiously
And by the
optimistic.
way, you're roboting a little bit.
Okay, so I'm cautiously optimistic. I really am. I really think all that's going to be a referendum on modern day
Uh-huh.
social politics and everything, and I think He-Man is going to be the antithesis of all that. The character, not the movie. Um,
I have to say that in my personal opinion about Mattel owned products turning into movies, Barbie is one of them that they tried to go with nearly at a solid movie at 80% way of Ken basically winning in that whole entire movie, and then they get somewhere with the feminist attitude at 20% at the last minute.
yeah,
You might
that
get a bait switch.
right. I'll say this. I'll say this. The movie was targeting women, and it succeeded because of that. Because it had the female aesthetic. I think here, because He-Man is a masculine product and a masculine IP. I have to believe because here's the thing: a couple people that who have seen a sneak peek of it, they said it was very entertaining. The movie, and one of those guys was a source close to Mr. H, and he tends to be very balanced in his film reviews. So he said that his source said the movie was very entertaining.
What
Then,
exactly is going on here?
oh no, is that
Okay, hang
Einhold?
on. Let me get Einberg caught up here. Einberg, you think a He-Man movie is going to be successful with Jared Leto as Skeletor?
I mean, Jared Leto is sufficiently creepy to be Skeletor, so maybe. But the fact that there are he/him things on the plaque on the desk, no, it's going to be a fag movie.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'll be struck off YouTube. Thank you guys. Have a good night. So yeah,
Yeah, congratulations,
yeah.
Einberg. You did it again. Yeah,
Anyway,
we try to tell you, you're going to be like this at Heroes Con. I already know. You're not
so
going to
so
have a filter.
yeah. So by the way, guys, Einhold and Primathor, the fact circle. Oh, there we go. Good night, guys. Anyway, they're gonna be at the Heroes Con. So there you go. Yeah, they will be at Heroes Con. So you will
Yeah.
get to see the fact circle at Heroes Con.
Provided my my passport gets here on time, which it should. I already have my thing submitted. I will be
Nice.
there.
Okay. Well, let me address let me address a few comments. So, Desert Nomad says that I have a higher expectation than the rest of us. Maybe to a fault, Desert Nomad. I will admit because I did have a high expectation for Revelations, and that show was absolute dog shit. So, but that resulted in me doing a couple videos on it, including one where I go into why the show was dog shit, and I refer back to the original Filmation cartoon and the original comics. So, so we'll see.
Well, the
Yeah.
wasn't it the comics that expanded the lore? Like the Filmation cartoon sort of built the foundation, and then the comics sort of like gave it more robust story.
So, I mean, it depends. I think the Filmation writing was very good for what it was. See, people laud the animation of the 2002
Uh,
cartoon.
yeah, it's not commentary on my part. Like I'm
Right,
not
right.
making an opinion. I'm asking a question because
Yeah.
I don't know the order in which they happened.
Yeah, no. So I was referring initially I was referring to the mini comics that came with the action figures, because there was a story being told in those mini comics. I think the first four
Okay.
mini comics a lore that was ultimately retconned when they introduced Prince Adam into the canon. So, um, but there was enough there that you could build a solid, faithful adaptation of He-Man that the Revelation series did not do, and probably no other adaptation of He-Man will do. So
Yeah.
to me, that's like a tragic um thing, for lack of a better word. But KSS says I have no hope for the new He-Man movie. Keep it on Eternia and follow the mini comics that came with the figures. Yeah, I'm in the same camp too. I wish they did do that, but from what I'm seeing, I can't dismiss it yet. I can't dismiss it yet from what I'm seeing, because the fact that they're visually faithful to the toys in a big budget Hollywood film, to me is stark amazing. Just for that alone. Yeah, I get, waist swapping a Man at Arms. That's kind of stupid. Um, but that's gonna be a minor gripe. I'll accept that if everything else is good. So I guess
Fair
you gotta
enough.
sacrifice something, I suppose. Um,
I don't
Ted
know, man.
Zombies.
That he him shit on the fucking plaque
I really think
is.
that's gonna be a joke. Because that does exist in the corporate America. That does exist. So I really think that's meant to be a joke.
I hope you're right. I hope it turns out to be good, and I hope the
Yeah,
fans are done a proper service. I just don't have any hope for anything Hollyweird produces
fair.
at this point.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Because again, I had more optimism for Revelations, and I was
So
shoved in
did
my face.
I.
Yeah.
Like I was genuinely hopeful for Revelations, and it fucked up, and I went, oh, well then.
Can I just point something out?
Yes, and then I gotta read the chat. Go ahead.
The only thing that would have made the trailer better is if the HR representative was Dolph Lundgren. Whatever.
That would
Yeah, you know what? That
have
would
been good.
be. Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
nomad says entertaining because it's good or because it's so bad. So the person that said it was entertaining, he didn't say it was bad. He did say that there was a lot of action sequences and some very good choreography. So he threw that out there. There was a lot of good action sequences, good fight choreography. He said that the movie had heart, so they did put that out there. So I'm gonna lean towards he found it entertaining because it was good.
I have to ask the question then. Did it have heart or did it have the the orange koala's concept of heart? Because they're very different things.
Well, he didn't specify the heart because again, with the sneak peek, you're bound by an NDA, so you can't really get too detailed with your review.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just
He
telling you
couldn't
exactly
explain
what was
anything in
put
any
out there.
meaningful capacity.
So
Correct.
so
Yes.
are we not going to talk about how we've replaced the ginger with a black man again?
Again, I mentioned that a few minutes ago, and yeah, it's another stupid example of that, which is
Or Tila supposed to being more colored, but they made her into a white girl who doesn't wear a skirt and has pants
I
on.
well, I have an issue with her
That
not going with the original swimsuit outfit because that was the original Tila. But again, it's not a bad
my
casting,
issue was
and if
more
she's
the Dikosaurus design. Like I could get over most of the other shit, but
yeah, yeah.
So
Cass says
so
people say
it
that He-Man cartoon
okay,
was
go
nothing
ahead.
more than or, no, people say that He-Man cartoon was nothing more than a commercial for the toys, but the toys came first, yes. And besides, that is an old anti-capitalism commie argument that the Karens of the '80s used. Not to mention the fact that the cartoons had good writing. It had
yeah.
Mar Wolfman, I think, wrote a few. Larry DeTillo wrote a few episodes. These guys are legends. They wrote some really good episodes and really expanded the story of the characters from Masters of the Universe.
Yep.
Okay, it says that Mr. H
It's
says the movie looks good. Actually, a source close to Mr. H saw the movie in a sneak peek, uh, and he said that the movie was entertaining with good action sequences. So the the word on the street so far is that it's a pretty good movie. So that's why I'm saying I'm cautiously optimistic. Mr. Ace also
Which is
loved Prey, Predator, Badlands, and Running Man remake. He's a fool. Okay, so there. Okay, well, yeah, I guess. I guess that's There's
wait,
that
no, he
too.
liked. How do you
Right.
how you gonna like Predator Badlands and then expect your opinion to be taken seriously?
He says there's no way that him is a joke. We'll see. We'll see. At this point, I'm going by the teaser. That's a teaser. So I haven't seen the full trailer. I don't know once the reviews come out, and I'm probably gonna see it before the reviews anyway because you know unless I hear anything egregious about it, I'll probably go see it in the theater. But
Is it coming out this year or next year?
it's supposed to come out this year because this we what we got was a teaser, so I'm sure that it'll be out in the summer, I believe.
It should be because I'm going to tell you right now we have Dune Part 3 and Godzilla Minus 1 back to back in Christmas time
Right.
in the month of December. So if they try to put it out as the December release, it's going to be squashed.
No, you know what?
Gonna be squashed.
I disagree with that because I think people have figured out that December is a nice little market for blockbuster money because a lot of movies don't come out in December except maybe Christmas themed movies. But if you put a nice event movie on December, it'll make bank.
Okay, I
Yes.
understand that, but you're talking about Dune Part 3 and Godzilla.
Okay,
You
so if
should
you're talking
know.
about those, I don't know. Godzilla's gonna make some
I
good
it,
money because of the word of mouth from the
yeah,
first movie.
yeah,
You know?
but I'm saying that if you want He-Man not to actually do underperform, it should be Thanksgiving weekend.
Hold on, I gotta pause your thing because I see Bad Sauce. He says one of my chopped liver. So let me see. Okay. I thought I read your comment, Bad Sauce. I don't know. I thought he did. Let me see. He says the he him joke. The he him is a joke. Sounds like a She Hulk situation again. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, to me, it felt like way on the nose to focus on it without it being some kind of commentary on corporate collectivism. But we'll see. We'll see. So, like I said, from what I'm seeing, I'm cautiously optimistic. But I'm not here to say that if you feel that a certain way that you're wrong. I'm not going to say that because I don't know. So I can't tell you that you know that you shouldn't
Does
be.
anybody
As
know who's producing it? Because if I see anything that has Kevin, what's his name, cry a lot.
Kevin Smith has nothing to do with the movies.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no,
Because
he
I was
has
about to
nothing to do
say,
with it.
I was about to say.
Yeah. He has absolutely nothing to do with it. Um, So yeah, so we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I can't. Who knows? I mean, the Skeletor in the trailer looked pretty good. You know, I like how he looked. The sort of power looks good in the movie. You know, the quick shot of Castle Grayskull looks pretty decent. Um, Roboto was interesting. You know, and again, Tila was a good casting. Maybe not so much the outfit, but I'll take it as they come. I suppose. I don't know. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys Dilbert.
Hooray!
Yes. And a referendum on corporate America. And this was Scott Adams' big IP. And he was totally invested in the character. And I talked a lot about like cartoonists and comic book independent comic artists and sticking to like a character, like having that one character that becomes synonymous with them. Whether it's Charles Schultz's Peanut, well, I mean that's multiple characters, but it's in the same not universe, but like the Charlie
Yeah,
Brown and
yeah. It's like
Pepper Pig.
Cider and Zerk. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Yeah, sure. Whether it's Jim Davis and Garfield, those are two that I talk about a lot. Um, and they all actually
Garfield
all have
is fantastic.
yes, and they all theme their characters on like everyday normal situations. They take like a normal sublime uh circumstance situation, whatever, and they make a joke out of it, and people are relate to it. They absolutely relate to it, and that's what and that's why these comics, which become cartoons and then become movies. That's why they make billions of dollars because you speak to the heart of the average man. And Dilbert is no exception. He speaks to the average man, regular corporate guy working in corporate America, has to wear the shirt and tie and has to abide by whatever sublime rules at work in the office he has to abide by. So, um, anyway, checking out the chat. Okay, nothing worthwhile in the chat. Just you guys with your spirit chucks. That's just how it goes.
Yeah,
Well,
spiritual.
Tommy says, "Do you think the story for falling down would work for Dilbert?" Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Actually,
Yeah,
What could argue that falling down is Dilbert?
it kind of is. It's like Dilbert at the end of his rope, essentially.
I did everything they told me to, and I'm the bad guy.
well, Guy says, as bad as the corporate world was when Dilbert was popular, it's even worse now. Yeah, going right back to the pronoun stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So, and back to the Masters Universe treat. See how it all connects? It's like poetry. It rhymes. See that? See what I did there? I'm poetic.
Yes, George Lucas. Thank you.
Awesome. Um,
Don't insult him like that.
Well, he did go back into his book and edit things and make it a special edition, or did he? Uh,
Don't, don't you insult Elasmat by comparing him to Lucas? Jeepers.
well, it's not like he sold it off to a white woman who wanted to ruin it with feminism.
White. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did it again, didn't I? I'm sorry.
well, I'm glad you mentioned feminism because I hate when people say woke. I really do because it's such a uh, it's such a what is it, safe thing to say when a movie or a comic turns out to subvert what is expected of the target audience. The argument is, oh, it's woke. And it's like, what's woke about it? Like, be specific. Stop saying shit is woke. What is woke about
My
something?
my buddy Mike made this argument years ago is that the word woke, just like the word SJW, has now become synonymous with just an ideal of multitudes of things, and that
Yeah,
it you don't have any way to define it anymore. Like a lot of people
yeah,
used to use the word woke back in the
uh-huh,
'90s to be awakened to what government conspiracies were actually true,
right.
and now we have it being used as a term
Mhm.
for basically social justice and people who have leftist ideology.
Well, just call it all what it is. It's subversive Jewish
Oh
Bolshevism.
boy, goodbye, guys. We're
Oh,
goodbye, guys.
we're
This
gone.
channel's gone. This channel's gone. Bye bye, William. Bye bye. See you later.
Welcome out of private
Mhm.
every
No, it's
time. Every time I
at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just Bolshevism under under a new name. That's we shouldn't
He
even be
says, okay,
calling it
hold on.
woke.
He says we don't have another term. We have to use woke. No, be specific. What is woke? What is woke about a particular story? Be specific because you're not addressing the problem. To say something's woke is not addressing anything. It's just, it's being lazy. You're not articulating a point. If you don't articulate your
Yeah, it's
point,
like
then you're not addressing the problem. Like I can tell you why The Last Jedi was awful because it was feminist. Oh, it was woke. Why is it woke? Because it was feminist. It was feminist misandrist propaganda. And the problem
yes.
is people don't want to say that because now they got to follow it up with, well, I don't hate all women. It's like nobody hates anything. It's just the problem with The Last Jedi was it was very feminist.
Yeah, it's
All what it
Kathleen
is.
Kennedy. It's Kathleen Kennedy projecting her micro anger she held in for 40 years into a community of geeks
Hmm.
to make them suffer for her own propaganda of in emboldening
Right.
and making women stronger when they weren't at all.
Let's see. Kisivus says, "Damn it, Ein, you had one rule. Don't bring up those people. Yeah, don't bring up those people, please. Don't do it." Nazavana says 100%. The word
uh,
grift has fallen victim to the same reduction. Now, grift just means anybody selling anything that I don't like or anybody I don't like selling anything. Yeah, I
well,
mean, yeah, 100%. Like if I promise you
grift
something,
is grift has actually suffered from an even greater deterioration in the value of using it because it used to be a con man. If you were a grifter, you were a confidence man. Now it's no longer that. It's just, oh, you're selling something,
mhm,
you're a grifter.
yes. Guy
It's
says it's
become a
not really.
short term for snake oil
Wait,
salesman.
hold on. Guy says
No,
it's not really
no.
feminism. Hold on, hold on,
Again,
hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Guy says it's not really feminism. It is feminism because it's elevating the female characters at the expense of the male characters. It's feminism. It's
yes.
you can't have men being heroic in these movies anymore. You can't have them saving the day. So you give that role over to the females and you make the men all either idiots, morons,
Bumbling idiots
or
generally.
assholes. That's feminism.
Yep.
That's the problem with that movie. That's the problem with a lot of movies and TV shows. So, Vinzinga says, "I admit to viewing woke as doing things the wrong way and using the right thing to be bring the and using the right thing to be bring the I can't read words. So I don't have any problem on stream. I just become them that. Sorry. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Wait, what? You become me and him? What?
Viziger says, I admit to viewing woke as doing things the wrong way and using the right thing to bring the wrong thing to the table.
okay, but
So,
Guy says, I'm just saying woke isn't just feminism. That's my point. Woke is say something is woke is not. You're not telling me what it is. Woke can be feminist. It can be race politics. It could
yep,
be, as Kismet says earlier on, it could be some kind of colonial leftist propaganda. So just saying something is woke is not addressing the problem. What's the problem? Get into the details. Then you address the problem. That's my
yeah.
point. You kind of prove my point there, Guy. But I think we kind of agree. So there's no fight yet because even though you're in the ban zone, I think we kind of agree on that point. Now, Arnold and Primathor, I'm gonna shut up for a second. Please say your point about whatever you got to say. As we look at more Dilbert. Oh, this is the wait. What happened to the screen? Oh wait, because I think I
You blew it up too. You blew it
there we
up
go.
too much.
You blew it up. Damn you all to hell. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was the final Dilbert. Well, not the final, but it was
Yeah.
a Dilbert strip in memorandum of Scott Adams.
I used to read Dilbert a lot as a kid. It was a pretty fun comic strip. Dogbert was always my favorite character just because he was such a shithead. He's just always messing with everyone. It is wonderful. Catbert, on the other hand, was just outright evil. But, I mean, you know, what do you expect, right? It's a cat. It's gonna be evil.
Uh huh. I'm pretty sure that's what Zeit based his whole entire personality off of.
Might
So,
be.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a
I was gonna
side
say.
comment. We'll continue.
Okay, I was gonna say that in the last panel, you see the tie there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So apparently,
Yes.
it was a big deal when Dilbert lost it because Scott Adams during Dilbert's later run in Dilbert, he was going to remove Dilbert's tie to kind of match the casual um color code, not the code, the casual work outfit code. What words are hard today? They really are hard today. But you
Dress
know
The
how like
code.
you have
corporate standard of working uniform. There you go.
yeah, you go. So to reflect that, he was going to have Dilbert remove his tie for future panels, and believe it or not, they wrote articles on that. I was like, oh wow, that's how invested a lot of people in were in the character is. The moment he loses his tie, people are like, oh no, that's an end of an era right there. So oh, Colin's in the chat.
Uh
What's up,
huh.
Colin Lamping? How you doing, Colin? Good seeing you there. Colin, the creator of Emerald Man. I think he's on issue 25 of Emerald Man. Jolly Green Comics says stupid commercials that play AIDS too. Thank you for your comic, Jolly Green Comics. I gotta pay the bill. I can't just do shit for free. I gotta pay the bills. You know, electricity ain't free. Speaking of electricity, we're gonna be having a snowstorm this weekend. Actually, it's gonna be a winter storm that's gonna affect a lot of the country. So if I end up not having to go to work for a couple of days, I will be streaming. Maybe do a couple of draw streams. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for
Dude,
that.
that it's gonna be some wild weather out there.
Yeah, stay
But yeah,
safe out there, guys. It is gonna be wild.
to
So
your to your point about the word woke, it's simply because chat. His Elasmat's point is simply that it's become too diluted.
there
It
you go.
doesn't
Yep.
mean anything anymore because it's used to target dozens of criteria now. It's a serious problem. We actually have to go back to not saying woke. We have to go back to targeting the problem specifically because when woke was just criticizing race swaps and dumb fucking leftist politics, it had a specific meaning. It had a purpose. But now we've reached the it's being used to cover anything that's sort of subversive. It can no longer. Yeah, the definition's too vague now.
Exactly, and you worded it better than I could have. It's gotten watered down, and I think it's people just got lazy and they feel comfortable
Yes.
saying it, but it doesn't address the problem. It doesn't address the specifics. Like for example, you've heard of the Bechdel test, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what the
Right.
Bechdel test is,
So
unfortunately.
that's a specific problem in some movies and TV shows. So they'll see like two females on the screen and they don't talk about men. They talk about like whatever else aside from men, and they're like, oh, that's a woke scene. It's like, well, we'll talk about it. Well, let's talk about the Bechdel test. Not for the stream, but that's an example. That's an example of what we're
Yeah.
talking about in terms of a specific problem that
Yes.
affects that particular story. And then we have that conversation, and then now we know, okay, now we know how to either fix it or um, uh,
You know what's funny? Some of the most pervy anime on the planet that feminists would hate and grind their teeth over the existence of actually passes some of their tests,
you know
which
what?
makes
That's a
it
good. It is.
very
That is a good point. Yeah.
like, and I'm talking like borderline hentai anime
Hmm.
that pass the weird feminist test.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's very funny to me because they would still hate it because it's like it's obvious fan service intended for
The
men.
male gaze. It's the male
Yeah.
gaze. The male gaze
And it
is a.
passes. Yeah,
Is a
but
key,
it passes their test, so it's irrelevant. Like the test itself, if the test is not the criteria by which they measure whether or not something like it has value in their framework, then the
yeah.
test is useless.
Yeah, Guy says the word got muddled like every term does. Exactly, that's the point. Like we get comfortable with certain words or phrases, and it becomes our go-to. Like if someone disagrees with you, they're an SJW, which is dumb. And if you don't like a certain movie, it's woke, you know. So it's like, and then Guy says leftist propaganda covers it, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit specific, kind of more specific than woke, but I'm still like, okay, well, what's leftist about it? Let's have a conversation. What's leftist about it, and what can we do to undo that? Well, I guess, suppose, you know. So anyway, so KSS says, "No, what's funny? Bechtel's gone on record that she wasn't serious about the. That's true. You know, the creator of that comic, who was a lesbian, he didn't intend for that comic to be some kind of like litmus test in Hollywood. He was actually taken aback by that. So yeah, she wasn't serious about that. That is actually very true. Miss Evans. Um, Tomothy says male gaze, so it was aimed at Eliza. Guys, I want Tomothy banned. Wrenches,
I
go to
guess
work on Tomothy. He's
we're,
targeted.
we're gonna have we're gonna have to ban. We're gonna have to put him back in the ban zone. Also, hello, Catman.
Hello, hello.
Oh, it's Zeitgeist.
Yeah, I just let them know we're live.
Yes, we're doing Dilbert. We're doing Scott Adams and Dilbert right now. And
Yeah, because I show up in here and I'm like, hey, bro, hey, wait, what's up? Also, Prem is a fucking fat retard. It's oh wait, you were alive. Oh shit.
That's
all the
fine.
words, all the words.
Oh, KSSS will get a kick out of this. So will you, Zeit. Prime and I were playing Dying Light earlier,
Mm.
and we
Oh,
cleared.
you son of a bitch!
That's right.
You were waiting for him to get here. You...
We cleared the bunker quest. Well, it's out of the bag now anyway. You told Elsie and Risney, so I might as well tell Zeit.
I know. Can I ask a question? Why,
Mm.
why do you think this is a Discord call? This is a stream about Scott Adams and Dilbert. We're going to talk
You're
about
right.
the so why are you talking about stuff that nobody in the
cartoon
chat
was
is
great.
aware of? You don't care about Arnold and Primathor.
That's
You
right.
don't.
Oh,
They don't.
yes.
Thank
You,
you.
you
I
have
appreciate that.
no, wait. You have a point, Elasmat. However, bullying Prime is part of the show.
No,
So
that
I
is true.
suggest
true.
we continue.
That is true. Yes.
We cleared the bunker mission, and Prime decided to remark about the fact that the NPC had brought a machete to a gunfight because he mowed him down with the shotgun the moment the cutscene ended, and he goes, "Wow, he sure did bring a knife fight to a gunfight." And I just kind of went, "Wait, you said what now? A knife fight to a gunfight, Prime? Really?"
Well, it's Prime.
Like,
His brain
wow.
his brain ain't working too.
Wow.
He brought a- It's wonderful. Like Prime slip ups are beautiful. They're a thing of just.
Gosh. Damn Prime.
I should have said bringing a gun to a knife to a gunfight.
Don't
That's
care
what I
if
should say.
Now you have
That's
Kisifis dying in the chat. Look at him. Look at the emojis.
they're-
He put a bunch of emojis because you killed Kisifis with your words, Primathor.
Well, guess what? You said that you hate him, so I'm getting rid of him for you. There you go.
In Prime's defense, though, the knife fight to a gunfight meme, the fuck up, is I would make it for a very funny sort of like comedy sketch.
Yeah.
If a bunch of people engaging in a gunfight and a literal knife fight shows up and they're all like, "What the fuck?"
And then, like I told Risley, I said the police force deals with that every day when Antifa shows up.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
So okay, so Prime, this is actually something you could relate to. Before he worked on Dilbert, Scott Adams did a lot of things and he failed at a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
He was a man looking for an identity, a man looking for his calling. And it wasn't until he got to Dilbert, he took his collective failure and turned it into this comic strip. He had a lot of
Interesting.
experience in the corporate world and he learned a lot of that stuff. Stop ruffling, Timothy. I see you in the chat. Stop ruffling. Stop it. You need to stop ruffling. Totally.
Oh goodness.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Timothy is talking like yoga.
Yeah,
Prime
primarily.
really asked his kick.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Yes.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
but okay. Yes. By the way, Guy
Dilbert's.
says this show is a disgrace to Adam's legacy. Well, I'm sorry, but I know that Primathor demanded to
Ah,
be on. What can I tell you? What
That's
can I tell
fair.
you, Gifford?
I agree with
What can
that
I tell
statement.
you? But by the way, so hold on. But in all seriousness though, like we were talking about like the specifics of woke and leftist propaganda, like feminism and anti-colonial stuff and all that stuff, and it's like, well, Scott Adams in his later career did get very vocal with his politics, and that stirred up a lot of controversy because a lot of newspapers are very leftist, so they obviously didn't appreciate Scott's point of view, so they dropped Dilbert as a result. Um,
Which,
which is a shame because
which is a predictable outcome.
which is a shame because a lot of the indie creators that I cover, a lot of them do have like leftist views, and and I would be the same way. I'm like, you know what, you shouldn't drop them because of their politics. If their comics are entertaining, they're entertaining, right? And if they have success, you study the success, and and just apply that to your personal career as a cartoonist. 'Cause one of my favorites is Scott McCloud, and he's a leftist, but that doesn't mean his works aren't good. I like Scott McCloud, and I would be the same. I'd be the same way. Like if he got canceled over it, I'd be like, you know what, that's not cool. You can't cancel somebody over their politics. It's not right. Especially if their works are good. Like I'm totally against that. So when it happened to Scott Adams, it's kind of messed up, but he still had a good following. He still had a very decent
I'm
following, but
actually,
yeah.
I'm actually very fine with my enemies losing their employment because fuck the left.
wow.
Oh boy.
Again, in the room trying to ruin your stream. I see.
Oh,
Is she
hold on.
trying to
I
talk
gotta
the
mute
gay
myself for a second.
dogs?
Hold on.
All right.
Is she trying to talk the gay dogs from not jumping off the stoop? That might hurt their wonky knees.
Maybe. But Agini's room says, I'd like to hear more about who runs the world. Please elaborate in detail on it.
That's right.
uh,
Her-
Timothy Olsen says, the last event will do a tribute called. I was reading your chat. I was reading your chat. Why are you talking over me? I was reading your chat.
Office Space was a pretty damn good movie, Kirk. You're not wrong.
Yeah, he also says that he learned so much about who runs the world through Ina Prime. Oh, look, we're doing our job, Einbert.
Oh, we'd get banned immediately. It'd be funny as shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure would.
Oh, you can use the K word over there, and at least a couple times before you get banned.
I don't know about that, Einbert, because, all my Jesse Milestone videos are still up.
Yeah, we didn't use the K word.
Yeah.
Right, Elasnet would never love. Alasmat would never lower himself to thieving staples. He would at least target duct tape.
Uh,
Retards?
yes.
Special Olympians, yes.
Because we're entertaining your audience, alas, Matt. That's what we're supposed to do. It's to entertain the audience. Testify
I don't know,
number one.
Prime. I don't know if destroying their brain cells really counts as entertaining them, does it?
Well, that's what they say at CBS and ABC is to keep everybody entertained by destroying their brain cells.
Fair enough, I suppose. Kirk.
You know the reason why Alaska got fired is because at Staples they carry Lego sets, and he walked out with about 5 of them.
Mike,
I did not get fired, Primathor. I did not get fired.
I don't know. Chat and
Mm.
if the stalker in chief Prime is saying you got fired, you probably got fired, man.
That did not happen. That's fake. That was fake news created by Kissifis. He created the fake news.
If you didn't get fired, it wouldn't bother you so much that we were saying that you got fired.
Kissifis, if you're gonna accuse me of stealing Staples, actually no. If you're gonna accuse me of stealing anything, better be worth more than Staples. Now they're having a
I'd fire
conversation
you
about
from drawing
Staples
the
and
comic.
Office Depot, and now he's talking about Kissifis saying, "I don't require Staples."
Zite has a very valid question there. How did you get fired from drawing duck comics?
No, stop. I said I'd fire you for drawing the comic.
Oh, see,
There
that's
you go.
fair.
There
I
you
was
go.
not okay. This fake news started on Christmas. It started on Christmas Day and just railed from there. All because I said I had Christmas time off from work because I earned my time off. But no, you guys want to rain on my happiness. You want to take my joy.
I know exactly what happened. I was told at the corporate sector you can't use paid leave on Christmas time. You did it anyway.
No, I was
See,
given
he
that
got
time
real
off.
quiet.
Right.
He got real quiet. He had to
Time.
think about a response.
He's feeling called out. He's caught. He's caught, boys. KSSS is fine. Alasmat was fired on Christmas for stealing staples and post-it notes.
Wait, Gee said I was fired from Circuit City. You know what, Gee? That's low. That's very low. Wow.
Now hang on. That is a lie because Testify used to be a mall cop for Circuit City. He would have told us that a long time ago.
That's true. That's true. He would have dropped the time. Fascist Kirk says, I used to work at Fry's Electronics in 1999. You have no idea how we treated those boxes. Well, probably not well.
Darkest says I got fired from wait, hold on, wait. Darkest says I got fired.
Kirk,
Hold on a second, Primathor, please. Let me get a word of my own fucking stream, Primathor, please. Anyway, Darkest says I got fired from my own deep room. No, see, the propaganda is expanding. This is propaganda from my own chat, which is anti-Alaska propaganda. Even Prime and I are pushing propaganda against me. All because I exist. Others cannot be successful.
True.
Damn it.
It's true.
I just want to tell Fascist Kirk that he needs to be careful because I've already got him within a 400-mile radius from Idaho, and also he's talking about Fry's Electronics, and it's only gonna be a matter of time before I pinpoint you down.
Wait, hold on a second. Fascist Kirk just raffled. Wait, hold on. Fascist Kirk, you just raffled. There's no raffling in the chat, Fascist Kirk. There's no raffling in the chat. I told you that it's a bannable offense. You don't raffle here.
You're such a creepy little weirdo. But you're our creepy little weirdo.
Who the fuck said that? Wait, who the fuck said that? What?
You're welcome. See, you're laughing with me, not against me.
Oh God. Monkey King says, "Thank you, Lasmet, for having my monkey back and roasting my co-host Tim Olson, who, by the way, is backing to doing shows with me on starting tomorrow."
Yeah, Monkey King, I want to apologize to you for what Tomedy did. He was totally in the wrong. He's in the ban zone. Tomedy needs to learn his place as Monkey King. You just say the word, and I will fight on your. I will be your advocate, Monkey King. I will advocate for you against Tomedy. He deserves it. He's a monster.
Anthony says he's going to go to Twitter and talk about how you got fired.
What now?
Dark Gift says he's going to go talk
What the
about.
F is okay? Hold on. I would change the camera angle for this. Hold on. What the F is wrong? What is wrong with you people? I'm talking about Scott Adams and Dilbert and the influence that a lot of indie creators should listen to and pay attention to because he did it right and he didn't do it with good art. He did it with simplistic art, cartoonish style that resonated. Going back to what Scott McCloud said about the universality of the art style, but instead of talking
Yeah.
about that, or being inspired by what Scott Adams has given
But
us, what he showed us. You want to go to attack me. You want to take me and chuck your spear right through my soul. Because God forbid, I'm here to inspire people and get them to an elevated level, well beyond their own vision. No, we can't have that. Let's shoot the spear the colored and end him.
that's the thing, though, Elasmat. You did inspire us to bully you.
Yes.
That was not right. That was not right.
He's going to cry now. Look.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Definitely not gonna do it. Definitely not gonna do it. Good for you. Just to spite you, I'm not gonna cry. Just to
Okay,
spite you.
bring up Dilbert. Let's talk about Dilbert. We've had our fun.
Yes, let's talk about the art style. Do you think the art style had a lot to do with his universality and why people love him so much?
Probably, actually. Uh, to be honest, the Dilbert style is really unique, and you don't see a lot of that in comics. It's bizarre. Like the first time I saw a Dilbert comic, I never forgot the art style. I didn't know the name of the comic, but I didn't see one again for like 2 years, and then
Right.
I saw another one because I went to a book fair and I saw one of the Dilbert books, like one of the Dilbert collections from like the Sunday papers, like sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy that." It's just this is the thing I read at my grandfather's house in the newspaper. Like this is really cool.
Maz
It's
Bennett says I'm incorrect. He says I'm incorrect because it must take years to draw a 3 panel comic strip. I guess, yeah, I guess that's the thing. That is true.
Yep, yep. Uh, Kiss says I didn't watch Monkey Live because Elasmat keeps harassing me in his chat. It's very rude and unbecoming of a professional.
No, what I did was I gave Kisivus criticism, and he can't handle criticism. That's the problem. You can't handle criticism with Kisivus. I should A-log you, right? You should be my new Eric July, right? Every stream now because you can't handle criticism. You really can't do it. You're just not good that way. So
It's not good that way.
Colin says, Elasma, they should make a Dilbert character called Photocopy Warpath. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do with my Pumpkin Warpath comics? I'm just gonna have a thing where people like intentionally mispronounce her name. That might be kind of funny. So I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
it's a decent source of trash talk, right? Where they just shit on her moniker.
On her, yeah, they'll probably make fun of her name. Because I've seen some people in the chat do that. And I'm like, you know what? That has to be in the comics because uh, I'm sure that people will see her name and they'll probably just deliberately make fun of it. So like, beat them to the punch and make fun of it with them, or yeah, do that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Because again, it's in line with your sort of bizarre sense of humor. So you should be doing it anyway.
Yeah,
Because it just
absolutely.
like the both of y'all shit you included in the second book. That dude, it had me howling. It,
Yeah, no, that I'm glad you got that joke. Yeah, that was a funny funny joke.
just that it's such a it's like it's pure like it's the purest distillment of the taken up to like a level of 11 out of 10 absurdity
Yeah,
of like the concept of the redneck trash,
yeah.
and it's just it's great for that reason
Mhm.
because it just
See,
it's
the thing
raw
with me
absurdity.
listening to the chat is that it's organic, and you take your experiences and you apply that to your story or whatever story you're telling, and that's
As you
how
should.
you make a successful comic strip or comic book or any form of comics, and that's what Adams he used his life experience, his failures,
Yeah,
and he incorporated that failure into Dilbert, and people just resonated with that because who can't relate to like being sublime or just being below average in
dude.
one form or another.
There's a particular Dilbert panel. I wish I still had my physical books. I could just show it. But where Dilbert talks about, or Dogbert's running a class on how to run basic technology for
Mhm.
complete idiots, and
Yeah.
it's one of the most funny panels. Sorry, strips. One of the most funny strips that Scott Adams ever drew. It's just
You
absolutely wonderful.
you guys know who's the best character in Dilbert?
Dogbert and Catbert.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, yes, Catbert indeed.
Let's look up
Dogbert and
Cat.
Catbert are just
No,
like the
Catbert.
champions of that friggin' comic,
Let
man.
me see.
They're
Cat.
so good.
Mm.
Catbird is
Catbert.
basically the setting Satan, to call
Mhm,
it something.
that's right. That's why he's the best character. He's Satan and he's HR.
Yes, he's the head of HR.
Catbird looks a little bit like Heathcliff. Kind of.
Kind of.
Let me pull it up here. Yes. Noise, noise, noise. Lots of noise in my house right now.
I see your
Lots of
dog
noise.
Berts are freaking out.
Noise, 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 noise. I don't know if you guys can hear the barking. I hear it loud and
Yes,
clear. Yeah, of
I
course.
can
Well,
hear your I can hear your dog Berts going off.
yes.
No,
Lots of noise.
it's
Lots
all
of noise. Noise, noise. And here I'm
it's
trying to
all
pull up Catbird. Here we
it's
go.
all the
Okay.
dogs locked in Prime's basement.
There we go. Okay, so let me show you guys Catbird for those you don't know. This is Catbird. And
Yep,
you can
Mhm.
see why I said he looked like kind of like Heathcliff in a way.
yep.
By the way, JD
Catbert is a
Kirby in the chat
role
says, "Who is
model.
this guy?" Listen, JD Kirby, you know who I am. That's why you're here. Follow my coattails, JD Kirby. I see why you're here.
Catbert is a role model.
Catbird is definitely one of the best characters in that whole thing.
Monkey King says,
Is
"I'm a Peanuts and Garfield kind of guy." I mentioned Peanuts and Garfield earlier on because just like with Dilbert, they took normal everyday things. In Garfield's case, the pet, holding a pet, and Peanuts, like kids doing kids things like school homework and all that stuff. And
Mhm.
they made comic strips out of that, and that was so appealing universally. And that's why those creators, respective creators, made billions on those.
One of the really cool things too about like the Peanuts cartoon was um the sort of juxtaposition between the kids communicating effectively and
Right?
them just not understanding what the adults are saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
it's like because kids, if you remember what you were like as a kid, you really didn't listen to your parents like at all. And it's just it's really neat to see that element in the
Yes.
cartoon in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I definitely like that.
That that was another thing too. If you haven't watched it, watch the Dilbert cartoon. It's very funny.
No, a lot of people have said good things about that cartoon. I never got a
It's
chance to actually see the cartoon, so
it's
um,
really good. It's
yeah.
one of the few shows that I own a physical collection of,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
it's really solid, man. Yeah.
Wait, Colin, did you just say that Garfield was a Scott Adams creation? Did Colin Lamping just say that? He says, "Aha, I love Garfield. What a great comic by Scott Adams." Uh, hmm.
Well, that's
But
the lore now. Nothing
but
we
then
can do
again, like
about it.
again, the art style is somewhat similar. So I guess the confusion is understandable.
Oh, that's Matt's dog is named Gay Dog Bad.
Of all the
His
things to
cat is
read, I don't.
named
Of all the things to read.
his cat is named Princess Fussy Puss. It's weird, I know. Oh, that's terrible.
I gotta love the noise. Okay, Kay says, as Charles Schultz's wife was the model for Lucy, in the 1960s, she had a hard time understanding why her friends couldn't afford nice things because their husbands weren't making $1 million a year.
Wow. That's pretty wild. I didn't realize that Charles made that kind of money on. Wow. But I
Well,
mean, it does make sense.
he made a lot of money on this, yeah. Like on the Peanuts, like I'm telling you, like guys like him and Jim Davis, they made bank on their IPs. They made bank on these comic
Good.
strips with their singular characters.
Well, it's good. Like, good for them, man.
Yeah,
They found a fantastic niche for themselves. It's just kind of hope Bill Watterson cleaned up as well because, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
Cal-
these are the comics that like I I have to read them and look at them to kind of refresh my
Mhm.
creative juice because when you write for comics, you kind of like you're removing pieces of yourself and you're putting it on paper, and you gotta have to replenish it because if not, you kind of like become dry creatively. So
Mhm.
And even talking to the chat, like some ideas get thrown out there, like that's pretty funny. I should incorporate that. And then it's like you go and it goes into a different direction when you're writing it. It's like, oh, this is taking on a life of its own. Like with the second
Hmm.
comic, the second issue of Pumpkin War Patch, the Cult of the Cow, the Church of the Cow, and writing some of the dialogue is like, oh, this is kind of funny. I think people are gonna like this. This is silly, and I think yeah, people are gonna definitely enjoy it. And the idea is to like read it and to be amused and entertained by it. So, uh, following in the footsteps, of someone like Scott Adams or Charles Schultz, just being able to have people read your strips and be entertained by it. Entertained. That's the idea. The idea is to be entertained. That's missing in comics. Is the focus on doing a good art, but it's like okay, but is the story entertaining? That's why comics like Dilbert and Calvin and Hobbes and the Far Side, like these comics, uh, are successful because they're telling a story that's entertaining. Even if it's like one panel, it's still entertaining because people get the joke. You know, they forget that in order to have a good comic, it isn't just about the art; it's also the story. Or in some cases, if it's a comedy, the punchline.
Yep. It's a yeah.
Gieford's face. This is Gieford. He says, "I wonder when Scott Adams came up with Far Side. This is why you're in the band zone, Gee. That's why you're in the band zone."
Dude, Farsight's another one I really like. I haven't read it in quite a long
See,
time. I would.
Gieford, you just pissed off Lady Shelby. Lady Shelby can't forgive that. He will not forgive that transgression at all.
Yeah. Farsight is the shit. I have 3 hard copies of Larson's entire Farsight work. That's cool, Fat Kirk. I only have one soft cover Farsight book right now, and I think it's only about like 60 pages, so it's not a lot of content.
A lot of people have said
Once
to me, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you up. A lot of people said to me I should do Far Side. I may
Farsight's
have
good, man. It's
like covers.
it's
Yeah.
really solid.
No, no. I mean, I've read Far Side in the newspapers. Like when I was younger, and I would get the Sunday morning paper, I would read Far Side. So I get it. And I remember in either it was in junior high school or high school, I bought not bought, but I rented a book from the library of the collected Far Side strips, and I was amused by it. It's like, yeah, this is like you could read this and just be, you could smile at it, you could be entertained by it.
Yep.
It's entertaining. It uplifts you. So it's like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
Well, it's just like God, man, really any of those older comics, like Calvin and Hobbes, Garfield,
Mhm.
um, Dilbert, to keep the show on point.
Mhm. Thank you for keeping it on point.
Yeah, like it's just a lot of them. They just have a um really solid flow to them. The humor's generally very relatable.
Mhm.
It's either an exaggerated version of reality or a under exaggerated version of reality, or like a almost a copy of reality with a little bit of under and over exaggeration.
You
Like it's
mentioned like you mentioned the exaggeration of reality and you know Scott Adams like was always poking fun at the corporate office and yet
yep,
collections like Cubes and
yep,
Punishment, for example, which is
yeah.
exactly this it describes the average mindset of somebody working at their cubicle at work. It's like you feel like you're stuck and you just want to get out
Well,
of
yeah,
there.
Cubicle
what's
hell is what they called it.
yeah, dude. Look at the concept of the cubicle jockey. Like it's an insult pejorative that was invented for office workers because they were sort of miserable people.
Wait, Massive Panda has a comment. Oh wait, I think he's correcting me. Hold on, guys. I'm being corrected by Massive Panda. He says, "Alas, why would I want to be entertained by a comic when I could zoom in to a background character in a panel and complain about how his forearm hair was drawn incorrectly instead? Priorities. I'm sorry, Massive Panda. You're right. My priorities are
That's
misplaced.
right.
That's right.
Or
Oh
you know
goodness.
how that monitor is not parallel with that desk, which makes it uneven. Yeah,
He's a hack. You hear, Scott Adams? You're a hack.
yeah,
Total
exactly.
hack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's oh, God.
Wizard of Id. Wow, I forgot about that. Wizard of Id. I remember that too. That was a very
Wizard of Id was really good, man.
yeah.
I forgot about that one until you. Another one, Asterix and Obelisk. That was also really, really good. It's better in French though, because a lot of the jokes in
Oui, oui.
Asterix and Obelisk are very much dependent on the French language to be as funny as they are. When they're translated into English, the pun disappears.
Mhm.
So it's really beneficial with a comic like that one to read it in the original French because it maintains
Yeah.
all of its punny nature.
You know, a lot of
Also, the
comedy. You're right. A lot
arsenic
of comedy is very
cake
culturally
song.
based. It is very culturally
Al-
Yes.
based. Yeah. Mhm.
Also, the arsenic cake song doesn't sound anywhere as good in English as it does in
No,
French.
not even close, man. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. It's not nearly as good.
Wait, KSS says Elasmat is finally able to run for president of Venezuela. Go home, Elasmat. Become the president of Venezuela. It's your duty. Just for you to say that, kids. No, I'm not going to do it. Egg on your face.
Yeah, Kirk, Helmet
I'm
did get
not.
drafted. He's standing guard in Greenland right now. he's the single German soldier that was sent.
Colin says cubes and punishment. Is that where Elasmat sent Helmet? I miss Helmet. Helmet's he works, I guess. So the schedule has changed as a result of it. So anyway, so you
Damn.
I work a decent schedule. Hey, Manticore says, "Hail the chat. Welcome, Manticore. Good seeing you here." Did
Yeah,
anybody
what's
ever
going
notice
on,
Gilbert
Manicore?
and Aladdin both share the same fucked up You know what, Manticore? I was nice to you. I was nice to you, Manticore, but you came in with the smoke. So just for that, I don't know what to tell you right now. But just for that, though, I want you to think about what you said, Manticore, and then come back to me with a written report on why you were wrong and why I, as your creator and your influencer, Manticore, should be respected and revered like Todd McFarlane. Just
That
like
sounds
Todd
like a
McFarlane.
feminist response at a college professor level.
No,
No,
I'm legit, Primathor.
legit feminist. It sounds like.
Damn.
You know, I got food waiting for me. I don't gotta be here. I could just enter and not eat my dinner and I'll be happy.
Or, you could just flip through your Scott Adams book and show frame by frame all the stuff you have instead of showing us fucking pictures on the internet.
Well,
That's
I
true.
have to get a backlog of books. I'm still collecting my Easy Secret
Oh,
Popeye
you don't.
collection.
Wait. Hang on. You don't have one Scott Adams book, not an omnibus, nothing.
I have a catch up on a lot of comics. I
Hey,
just
hey,
got
What
my
a hack! What a
I got
hack!
my
You make
Ninja
a
Turtles
stream
compendium
about
just
Scott
recently.
Adams and you
I
don't
got it
own
at a
one
good deal,
thing.
Primathor. Don't yell at me because I don't have your money, Whitey. Because you
hey,
oppress
Prime.
me and keep me down.
How many
Prime,
duck pictures do you own, Elasmat?
Uh-huh.
This is not right. This is
What
not
is it,
fair.
Einbert? What is it?
I've got a question for you, Prime.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's an omnibus?
Oh God.
Ah,
Omnibus?
damn.
Oh,
Omnibus?
Prime.
wow.
I'd like to know what an omnibus is.
Mhm.
Am I pronouncing it wrong? Say it the right way.
There's a hard M in there. Omnibus.
I thought I would say omnibus.
The first time you said omnibus, and I went,
Oh, that's probably because I was just trying to get the word out without him telling me to shut up. That's my bad.
All right,
Words are
Last-
hard.
So-
JD Kirby says Elasmet hates Scott Adams.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want one thing by him, and you're making a stream
You
about
people,
it?
okay, no, you know what? I'll play the game. You hate Easy Seeger. You hate Kevin Eastman. You people hate things. You hate everything. How about that?
Sir,
Oh,
sir,
man.
if I'm gonna talk about Billy Tucci, it's because I actually have all his books. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. He's doing.
Fascist Kirk says omnibus. It's something they do on
Oh
Pornhub.
God, no! Only bus. Oh no! No! Oh God!
Yeah. I heard that's the new casting couch for OnlyFans thoughts. Yeah.
Oh gosh! See, now you got kids of us saying Onibus. See, now they coined your retardation, Primathor. They've coined it in the chat.
Omnibus. Yeah.
Omnibussy. Yeah.
Omnibussy, yeah. Monkey King says it's omnibussy. Give me that omnibussy. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh my God. You know what? When we're at Heroes Con, I'm gonna go do that to a creator and say like, "Hey, you got an omnibussy?" A what? You know, a collection of all your works.
Turn every comic book term into a awful like Gooner sex pest lingo thing, and demand that their authors sell them to you. Oh, that's terrible. Let's do it.
By the way, I know the Prime will be at Heroes Con. Yes, you heard that correctly. They will be at Heroes Con this year. So
Yes, with my mixed pronunciation of words and retarded viewpoints. That's right.
Get your cameras ready because there will be a lot of mispronounced words, and you're going to want to document each one for posterity.
And some jiggle physics. Don't forget that.
Oh, jiggle physics.
Kay
I'm
says
gonna
that my
make you
favorite
lose
comic
that
was
weight.
Kathy. Kathy, it's almost bikini season. Ack. Kathy was kind of entertaining. I
Dude,
like Kathy. Even I knew that
Kathy.
the culture of the frustrated middle aged woman when I was a kid. So, but
Yeah,
that's what you
the
get
the
for living in a house with
Kathy
men.
the Kathy comic was pretty good. I got a good chuckle out of it a few times.
Mhm.
There was one about a duck. I can't remember. It was like Fillmore or
Uh-oh.
something.
Mallard Fillmore.
Fillmore. Mallard Fillmore. That's
Yeah.
it. I really liked that one too. I thought that was pretty funny.
Duck comics. That's right.
You guys don't give a shook off YouTube. Don't say the D word. Do not say the D word. That's not. We can't allow
Duh,
that here.
duh,
Don't say the D
duh,
word.
duh, 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 duh,
Wait.
duh, duh,
Oh
duh.
yeah. LC says F Jabba. Yes, LC. F Jabba every time. Every time F Jabba for sure. Absolutely. And then Colors is throwing tables in the chat. Man, of course, says I'm extremely
Yeah, yeah,
observant.
yeah.
Right. Man, of course, I'm extremely observant. Right. Yes, you are.
Your streaming's terrible, last man. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate. I'm. Thank you for the feedback. That was awesome feedback from. I'm so
Yep.
glad you have inspired me to reach heights I could never reach. Thank you for that. You're awesome. You're inspiring. You are
You're welcome.
sunshine in a
You're
world of
welcome.
darkness and doom,
You're
Primathor.
welcome.
Thank you so much for that.
I had to pull a testy on you, man. You know he would have said the same thing to you.
That is true. He would have said that. Yes. And no dispute there. I can't dispute that. No.
Oh no, there's not gonna be there's not gonna be any road tripping here for Lasmat. Only for him by himself. He's not picking me up. I couldn't imagine him being in an hour or two with me in the
You
car.
guys hear him in the stream, right? You hear Primathor in the stream. You think I could deal with 8 hours of that in the car? I would crash.
Uh huh. Imagine,
I would totally
imagine the horror.
crash. No, he's right. He's riding
No, no,
to the hotel.
LC, that's not what I said. That's
Yeah,
not what I said, LC.
see, now this gets misconstrued, and the chat runs with it, and there you go. Now you know
Wow.
why there are lies on me getting fired is a lie. Now you see why. Oh shoot, man.
Guess this says last minute really enjoyed Mary Worth. He loved the adventures of a nosy,
I remember
meddling
Mary
old
Worth. Holy
broad.
shit! Wow, I remember that one. I'm telling you guys,
I don't
I read
remember
most
that
of the
one though.
Sunday comic strips. I remember these.
Elsie says, I won't be going to Heroes Con. Prime said he had enough Browns and did not need another one. Hashtag Prime the
Wow,
racist.
wow, Prime, wow.
I never said that. I never said that. LC
If
came out and said
Elsie
it
said you
himself.
said it, I believe him.
Elsie said you said it. I
I
believe it
believe
too.
him.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Wait, why is Jabba?
Oh,
Why?
yeah,
Wait,
yeah, they're right.
Jabba, stop! Wait, guys, stop, hold on. Jabba, stop LOLing. Stop LOLing, Jabba. That's not permissible. Stop it. Sorry, guys. He's being.
You know why
derailed.
he's LOLing, don't you? It's because Jabba is sitting there saying, "Oh, look, Elsie's not going to go to the con. I guess he's a pussy not to go anyway." That's what he's saying.
Not you, me, Jay, and Kirby mind your business, yo, says Carol Colors.
Wait, why is Kiss? Why is Kiss
says
just saying I'm taking
Elasmat.
Prime and Carol in the car? Where are you getting that fake news, Kiss for? Where?
Oh,
Wait,
you're
I
gonna
have-
be driving the. Are you? Wait, are you gonna be?
Wait,
We
I
can't call it driving Miss Daisy though, because neither of them are Miss Daisy.
wait. I have to sit next to Carol for 8 hours
What's that
in the
driving
back seat of a
colors?
car.
See, don't believe the chat. Don't believe the chat, Primathor. Do not believe the effing chat.
What the hell is this? Some blind date shit? I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, she
Wait,
likes
wait,
horses,
wait,
and
hold on.
so do you. You'll be fine.
Oh,
Are you-
fuck you.
Are you saying that they're trying to ship you in colors? Is that what I'm hearing?
That sounds like it.
Wow. Holy crap. Timothy, stop ruffling. Jabba, this is your last warning, Jabba. Stop LOLing. That's your last warning. Stop it. Yeah, it says I
Elsie,
would read the
there's
entire
a-
Sunday Funnies, even the strips that were dog shit, looking at you, Doonesbury and Funky Winkerbean.
Elsie,
those
there's
are-
nothing stopping you from going. There you go.
Who's stopping what now?
He says I won't let him go to the con. I said there's nothing stopping him. There you go.
Andrew
That's
Curry's
very
in the
rude
chat.
of you, Prime.
Andrew's in the chat. She says,
By the way, real talk. By the way, real
Wow.
talk here. Real talk.
Yes, please
Real
go.
talk. Not funny bullshit or anything else in the chat about what I'm stupid or this. Do you remember taking silly putty to newspaper strips and then peeling it off, and then you'd have the comic strip on it?
Yes.
I used to love doing that, man.
That was real
Dude,
talk.
it's fun.
Wait, that was what you interrupted me addressing the chat for was talking about.
We're
silly
staying
putty?
on topic. We're staying on topic. I used to do it with Dilbert and Dennis the Menace.
You guys remember when it took red paint and painted my comic strips on it? Remember that? See, that's on topic too, but that was also retarded. See,
Hey, I used to color the comic strips with crayons.
I know you did. Did I call it? Did I call it? Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Prime, we know. You used to stick a crayon up each nostril and fucking just like lick the paper.
What am I,
the
Homer
colors and
Simpson?
spots.
I have a crayon stuck up my brain, and that's why I'm so retarded.
Well, actually, I read an article a couple years ago about a link between picking your nose and dementia.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's not specifically about picking your nose. It's specifically about the hair follicles in your nostrils being damaged, which then allows bacteria to more easily proliferate within your nasal cavity, and then enter your cranium.
Right.
And
So
it's
guys,
yeah.
Oh no.
So don't pick your nose, guys. Otherwise, you'll end up with dementia. There you go. Medical
So
advice.
what you're
right there.
saying is that I shouldn't trim my nose hairs. Then. Okay.
No, not at all. Do not trim your nose hairs, Prime.
So I need to grow a nose stash, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yep, that's correct.
Colin, I didn't eat glue. I was not one of those idiots that ate glue and paste. I knew what it was for, and I never did. Even though I saw the
Like-
Borders logo on it, I knew it wasn't meant to be eaten. So there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna end
Don't
this
you
because
pretend you
I
don't
got-
eat glue in school?
Wait, what now?
Oh, just call him saying you don't pretend you don't eat glue in school.
I don't. I never did.
Wait, you're going to end the stream? We haven't even gone through any of the panels or seen what Dilbert is best, or what's our favorite one.
You clearly didn't see when I highlighted some of the panels. You clearly didn't see it, did you? Because you're too busy talking about you, Prime. Because you're so focused on you. You're self-absorbed.
Actually, no. The 10 minutes I told you I'd be right back for, I went to go take a shower because I got normal things in life to go do.
Did you just take a shower in the middle of my stream? Is that what you just confessed?
Yeah.
This guy
I
just
did a shower.
confessed he took a shower on the street. He said, "Chat, I'll be back." He got nude in the shower and bathed himself in the middle of his stream.
Chat, you might want to run. I think he was thinking about you all while he was in the shower. That's pretty rapey, Prime.
No. I felt dirty talking around last minute, so I had to go wash the dirt off myself. I
Say?
felt dirty.
He just said he felt
Yep.
dirty talking around me. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're gonna clip that, Prime. They're gonna clip that. They're gonna end both of our careers.
I think Elasmat needs to be reminded that he's literally done a shower stream.
My body's
Right?
off.
See?
My body is
body
off.
is
Yeah, it says that's great. Every time I see someone with Alzheimer's, I'm gonna yell, "Damn it, you booger eating moron!"
It's okay, they won't remember.
It's true. They won't.
That-
Also,
that's
I
the
mean,
point.
I'm going to hell.
Fascist Kurt says, if you're going to take a shower, at least do the bare minimum and film it Prime like a Lazarus. No, because then Liam will use it to fap with.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Oh wow! Wow! Damn! Oh,
Come
oh
on,
God,
man.
no! Wow!
Nope. Yeah.
Oh,
The exorcist is just like, nope.
you just said that Liam would fap to you naked. Oh God! No! What the hell?
Hey, remember, this is Liam we're talking about. We have no idea.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's just Australian. Yeah. That's awkward.
Oh man!
Buddy, that joke's gonna root around in my brain for a couple days, unfortunately.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're a bastard.
And that image of the guy in the skeleton dying in the desk right there, that is what happens after you spend a day with Prime. That is it right there.
Yeah.
But everybody's so envious. They're saying they're lucky. Look, they want to be me. They want to be dead.
That's right, KSSS. You, last minute we'll just edit out that Liam part in the
In post, yeah. Yeah.
Alyssa, this doesn't make me want to go to the river. Well, then go. Please, just don't let me stop you, Colors. Just go. Go to the river.
It's quiet.
Please.
Oh, I don't
Yes,
want the image
I
in my
need
head.
to get me something to eat, so I'm gonna end the stream. And before I
Thanks,
go,
Prime.
anything that you guys want to add? Lots of noise.
Be sure to find us at HeroesCon next year. Wait, not next year. Actually, this year. My bad.
No.
Yes, this
30.
June. This June.
Yeah,
Prime
coming up
has a
this June.
Prime not doing it right. So he has a book from the iconic comics that he wants to sell, and he needs to start building anticipation for it now so he can get the most money out of it. He has one book he wants to sell. He wants to sell a Heroes Con, and because he's Primathor, he's not talking about it and getting people's appetites wet for it.
Yeah, it's an omnibusy.
See how it
Yes.
goes back. See how it all ties in. See, you're getting it now, Prime. Now you're getting it.
Yeah. We're gonna have to buy some omnibuses, I guess.
I'm not hiding from no accusations, Colin. I don't eat paste. Never did.
I like paste.
Metacore says, "Eat your pride, Elasmat. It's a sin."
Well, paper mache was delicious. Don't you lie, Elasmat.
Oh gosh, you actually ate, oh.
Hey! When I was a kid, I
Prime
used
eats
to chew.
paper. What?
I know. I was just about to say. When I was a kid, I used to chew on the edges of paper. Yeah.
I swear,
It's just
I swear on a law, people. I just wanted to make a stream about Scott Adams and Dilbert and just talk comics. I swear on a law that this took a turn that I was not prepared for or had anything to do with.
Fascist Kirk in chat says Omni fans. That's right. Oh, terrible.
Yeah, it's all terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream because if I don't end it now, it's gonna get worse. So guys, I
That's
apologize
right.
for this
And it's
disaster.
Prime's,
What's up?
and it is Prime's fault.
Yes, it is
Yes.
Prime's fault. He did with everything.
Indeed.
And now
I
Colin's
planned it
bringing the
all
Swan
from
War.
the
You know,
beginning.
Colin, screw the Swans. How about that? Screw the Swans. Bring it,
Uh,
Colin. Bring the smoke. Screw the Swans.
Yeah, I'll see everybody at the Comic Con that Prime's not at, so I can go. If he doesn't let me go.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right, KSS.
And just as I just got here, well,
Thanks, Prime.
Andy, you know I start at 8 o'clock or around 8:10, so you have to be here early. That's why I put the link out. So you got to get here early, Angela. You got it. You got to make it happen. So, but I also keep the streams in a certain time frame because it helps with the replay, and I also got to eat. I'm starving. So, on that note,
Yeah,
thanks.
you get to listen to me act like a retard for 2 hours.
Oh, goodness.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. I end the stream with the usual. The usual. Oh wait, is Linkovich here? Yeah, here he is. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Had a link before I go. Hi, Link. There you go. Linkovich, what's up? There you go. I said it. I said the things. Now you can't say hi to the chat. So there you go. Come on, everybody, and let me eat, please.